Welcome, this is Reverend Stephanie Neal. This is the Book of Tarot. We are on Lesson 21 with my interpretations of 9 through 13 within the major arcana. All right, next up is the Hermit, also known as the Pilgrim, sage, and philosopher. Keeping his eye on the prize, he quietly moves forward. High in the mountains he stands at the apex of his power, and there are nothing between he and the stars. He only holds a lamp, taking time to work on a project by yourself. This card expresses walking alone through life as you share your light in a quiet, humble manner. Look closer at the Hermit's light. Inside is a brightly lighted star. This is indicating that do not make your belief systems too rigid, because you will find yourself alone. If you like being alone, this is fine. If you do not, then consider seeing things through gray shades instead of just black and white. Consider practicing meditations today so that you may shine this starlight within your life, seeing other people and their approaches and their perspectives are just as valid and valued. The Hermit is ready to overcome fear-based thought. Once moving forward, you cannot hesitate. Keep moving forward when entering the underworld and all worlds, yet know you are completely equipped. This trip is beyond knowledge, beyond material, standing only on your light, holding your star lamp. Meanings: illumination, introspection, seeker, herdsman, harvester, solitude, showing others the light through your light, guidance, helping, prudence, teaching. Next, 10. The Wheel of Fortune, also known as the chakras, or the medicine wheel, or compass, or cycle of evolution. May the tarot be your moral compass, your turning wheel and mighty wings. The Wheel of Fortune card is a complex card. It encapsulates every major arcana card and represents every spiritual path. The Wheel of Fortune describes through symbol the whole of creation. The Wheel of Fortune is a model of existence in its entirety and a model of a person in its entirety. As you know, every symbol on every card conveys a message. This is more true for the Wheel of Fortune than any other card. The following meanings are found in this Mandela card: comprehension of karma and the laws of the universe. Circumstances and energy are always changing. Perfect timing. A shift of consciousness. You are in perfect union with the world's cycles and learning from them. When celebrating the stages of life, we activate higher vibrations for our good and the world's good. Suddenly, one wakes up. Remain centered. Opportunities abound. The clouds indicate water floating in the air, which expresses the work we do in the astral. Water with emotion, the air through our minds. The numeral 10 means many things. However, for this card, it is the beginning and the end. Now the animals on this card. The Sphinx with a sword is aware of the all. She is Isis, Hathor, watching our wisdom and growth, proclaiming the riddles of existence. The Sphinx is actively keeping this world in balance, while pouring wise influences upon the earth's inhabitants. The sword represents ideas and creative thought. Now the red creature on the right side of the card, a combination of Anubis and Hermes. He guides souls and opens consciousness. Anubis is the Egyptian god of the underworld and tombs. This card represents the energy that guides one into full awakening. Hermes, Anubis, both encouraging evolution. The snake represents an awareness, a burst of flash, unconsciousness moving into full consciousness. This golden snake comes down from the astral and enters into the plane of manifestation here within this physical plane, the very essence of creation, which is vibration. This snake also represents our earth. Some say the snake is Typhon, a snake birthed from a goddess of earth from Greek mythology. If representing the human angel, she represents the age of Aquarius. The eagle represents evolved Scorpio energy. The bull, or some think it's a cow or an ox or a calf, represents an evolved Taurus energies. The lion represents an evolved being. Leo represents vibrations and how we manifest. All fixed signs on the astrology chart and the 4 pillars of the year. These 4 animals are also seen in the world card. Now let us look at the spinning wheel. The circle inside the circle represents we are everywhere. We are nowhere. We have no beginning and we have no end. We are in the very center of the universe. The circle's second row of symbols show the word tarot, T-A-R-O. On the diagonals, there are symbols between the letters spelling T-A-R-O, which are Hebrew symbols for deity. Tarot represents Hathor, the Egyptian goddess, which brings forth life and death or a shift. When looking again at the first row of letters, they also represent the following words. Rota equals wheel. Tarot, T-A-R-O, means endless cycles. Reversed with that same word is O-R-A-T, which means to speak. Tara, found in the High Priestess card, equals wisdom and laws of the universe. Atar, A-T-O-R, means it represents Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of nature. The Wheel of Fortune circle is composed of 3 circles inside each other, reflecting the law of 3 and karma. Inside the second circle holds 8 straight lines, with which 4 hold the alchemical symbols for the elements of mercury, air, sulfur, water, and salt. The remaining straight lines hold nothing. The 2 wavy lines is a symbol of Aquarius. At the bottom of the wheel, above the R, represents dissolution and merging into what is. The hub is motionless, a center place where we can enjoy our life. We are neither up nor down, but in the center where stillness is found. No one says life will always be easy, that we will always be in the center. Sometimes we are up and sometimes we are down. However, we can always hold that inner centering through the storm. There is a small circle formed in the very center, divided into 8 segments, representing the 8 Sabbaths of the year. Books in the scene represent that it is you who writes your own story through your own perceptions and belief systems. Notice 2 animals are lying down with the book, the ox and the lion. Then the eagle is standing with spread wings as the human is sitting comfortably. The human and the eagle are obviously not reading the book, whereby the ox and the lion appears to be reading the books. Wings. The wings are revealing every earth-bound being has been given wings to fly to unimaginable heights. Wings represent our imagination. The symbol on the lower right side corner is Smith's initials. This is the woman that drew the cards in the Waite Rider Smith deck, Pamela Coleman Smith. Her friends called her Pixie. Now the sky. This sky is obviously cloudy, yet it feels hopeful, filled with all possibilities. So in summary, in general terms, this card says, you are new every morning. You are given yet another opportunity to walk in your mastery. There are no accidents. Your life is in your new hands. So when we are experiencing the top of the wheel or the bottom of the wheel, We move forward. Our reality is always in flux, going up and going down and around. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are in your perfect place, perfect time, just the way you are. This realization helps us dive into our experiences and learn with great expectations and joy. Meanings. Destiny, chance, movement, free will, choice, moral compass, possible gambling, cycles of life expressed through the four seasons. Chance, good fortune. You can see tarot and element signs written on this card. The four fixed signs of the zodiac, also found in the World card, number 21. Breakthrough, evolution, cycles. Next, the Justice card, 11, also known as Mot, Titanus, and Themis. You know what is right for your life. Justice is not just or about balance. It is living in harmony. Justice wears the sign of the sun on her crown, which is replaced in the Waite Rider Smith deck with a square emerald. The sign of the sun is a dot inside a circle. She holds an upright sword in one hand and balanced scale in the other hand. This card indicates you have learned how to live in balance and harmony by studying the world around you and nature unfolding within every season. This jewel or sun sign says nature seems to be balanced. Sometimes, however, humanity is always balanced, yet sometimes according to nature's justice and the universal soul. We are always changing, never in one place for very long. She holds a pair of scales echoing the same fluid principle, the river always moving, saying it is good to be balanced at times and not balanced at other times. Balance is stillness with all it offers, and imbalance causes one to move into a new thing or new direction. This is equally beneficial as well. See how justice is not sitting on a throne, but a simple bench, indicating to everything in humility. Justice does not need to be given outward affirmations or confirmations because she understands her balanced principles give her confirmation and harmony, meanings, law and justice, equality, decisiveness, decision making, non-discrimination, adjustment, objectivity, fairness, cause and effect, paying or receiving a settlement. Ensure your words are measured, ensuring truth prevails. The Hanged Man, also known as Odin, Thoth, Neptune, Poseidon, and Traitor. No matter what life delivers you, your peace shall always shine like the morning sun. Though I must go, you will spiritually continue this work together as a nation, purposefully created to deliver love to the masses. In the Bohemian deck, This man's hands are tied behind his back, which forms the upward down triangle, with his head the point. His leg is loosely tied to a gibbet that is resting on two columns. This card has been described as look what happens to the presumptuous, not a pleasant ending. So this card has both wisdom and fatality. These two columns show up all through the tarot. Yes, another key. His right leg crosses his left leg, thus forming a cross. As we have discussed before, this leg crossing is in other cards as well. The two trees are the same columns of life that he must decide which to select. This is also found in the Juggler's card and the Death card and the Lover's card, where the two women represent these two columns. Well, that's the Marseille deck, where they have that deck has the two women. It is interesting that the reversed triangle and a cross above it is the ecumenical sign of personality, or the Hermetic sign for the rose cross. The concept of unity, balance, and harmony are all completely different, yet all unfold the same stellar movement of mankind. Notice each tree has markings showing there were 6 tree limbs that were cut off on each tree. These absent limbs can have many meanings depending on the question and the cards around it. These missing limbs mean 12, which reduces to 3 in numerology, representing discontentment or unbalance, pushes one to consider unity. Unbalance pushes one to consider harmony. The missing branches served a good purpose, and even though they seem they have gone, the golden spirals still glow in our darkest hour and sustain us with their living energy and memory. One night I took a picture of a tree where a tree limb was cut off. The marking did not seem fresh. When we all looked at the picture of this marking where a tree branch once lived, in the physical, there on the picture we saw a single golden spiral composed of 2 lines of lighted streams, or double helix, coming out of the tree and positioned in an angle as if the branch was still there. It was truly a special night for us to see this. Try this sometime at night and see if this happens to you as well. The reason why I say it may be best to take pictures of trees at night is so that you can see the light against the dark easier. If the universe allows you to take a peek behind the physical objects, remember this card represents the Fool in his transformation, saying there is much more to consider than the obvious to help the world reveal its spirituality. Even the missing parts that have been cut away are not really gone. Note, some earlier decks show the Hanged Man is dressed in a military uniform, holding bags of sand on his arms, and it was the custom to hang traitors upside down by 1 foot. Thus, the name of the card is sometimes referred to as the traitor card. Meanings: reversal, spiritual breakthrough, initiation, enlightenment. Is your life upside down? Surrender, mystical experience, sacrifice, Meditation. New perspective. This is a time to be still. Duty. And of course, traitor. Definitely strong dichotomies there. Death. Also known as phoenix, lotus, butterfly, the reaper, the releaser and expander. Now the morning sun rises in the east, reminding you of the brilliant sun residing within you. Everyone lives the physical life until it is time to live a different life. Everyone deserves to live in peace, not in hostility, including self-hostility. Truly living. This card has the most life-affirming symbols than any other card in the major arcana. Behind change is ascension to spirit, ascension in spirit, ascension with spirit, and ascension already happening all your life. That spirit has always been with and inside. This physical life is only a mask. I usually like to refer to our bodies as temporary costumes. We wear these costumes to experience life and its physical mind and how it relates to the other beings wearing costumes with their remarkable minds and experiences. Everything we see through this costume or mask. This card shows a skeleton holding a banner with the mystic rose emblem on it, which represents life. The brilliant sun of immortality shines beyond the two towers or columns, saying, "You are not going away." In the Waite Rider Smith deck, the skeleton holds no weapons. However, the Tarot de Marseille skeleton holds a sickle tending the earth, body parts, plants, and bones, all being tilled for new growth. We change in form, placing another costume on us to experience what is death is neither a gate to pass or path to travel, just a costume change, moving to another neighborhood for a little while to select your next costume. Key interpretation here would be renewal, transformation, or creation. Other meanings: release, transformation, change, metamorphosis, rebirth, death of a project or dream, endings, new beginnings, turning over a new leaf, being prepared, and a child shall console you. Until next time, blessed be.